Welcome to the Little Cuckoos YouTube channel. A classroom is not just a place with 4 walls, but it has got a tomorrow sitting inside. And in order to make our tomorrow so eventful, we'll have to manage every moment of this day. Albert Einstein says, the only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. I wouldn't teach my students. Instead, I create a conducive atmosphere and environment for learning to take place. Yes, my dear teachers, a classroom is a place where a learning has to take place. A teaching takes only the subservient part to learning. According to the National Educational Policy 2019, some of the key attributes that every 21st century kid should possess are creative ideas, analysis, critical thinking, problem solving, teamwork and communication. And in order to instill all these attributes and skills in every student, each and every class should be creativity checked, affectivity based and activity focused. I vividly remember this movie scene from a movie called Dead Poets Society, where a progressive English teacher by name Keating, he walks inside this class and he follows all unconventional methods in his class. And as a result, his class gets so noisy, and a teacher who teaches next door, he would come and tap his door and says, I am afraid, Mr. Keating, your classroom is getting boisterous. And for which Keating replies, I am afraid not, sir. It's getting managed well. My classroom is so inclusive. My classroom is so engaged. And that is a real statement to ponder over. Conventionally, this happens in every class. As we all walk inside the classroom, we start our topic by saying, what is the topic about? And that comes the outer circle. And next we go ahead and tell, how is it going to happen? That comes the inner circle. And the innermost circle is why. And this is what I call it as a golden circle. Assume it's an English class. The teacher explains by saying, what is an active voice and passive voice? And which is 100% clear to every student. And next he goes ahead and tells how to change an active voice into passive voice, which 70% of the classroom gets clear. And finally she talks about why it has to be changed, which is the most fuzziest part. And so everybody starts with the most clear part, that's the outer circle, and gets inside the fuzziest part. And if we look at the cross section of the human brain top down, it exactly corresponds with the golden circle. The outer side of the brain is called as a neocortex. That's where a lot of the thinking takes place. And the inner 2 circles of the brain, that's the limbical part of the brain, that corresponds to the emotions and the feelings. And so, my dear teachers, if you start inside out, if you tell them why you have to change an active voice into passive voice, why is it needed for every student? What is it important? And then if you start with the fuzziest part and just goes out, and that's where the real learning takes place, because you feel, therefore you learn, is proved by one of the neuroanatomists, Jill Bolt Taylor. And so, my dear teachers, being an effective teacher is not about adding B.Ed and M.Ed degrees. Be a mad teacher, make a difference in your students' life, and get mad everyone. And as always, thank you all for watching.